Okay, I was looking around for a video on this inverter. I haven't been able to find any online. So I just received yesterday my VEVOR low frequency 12240 output low frequency inverter. It's a model number VS8048AMN. I'm just taking my first look at it today, and I did just do a power on already, just to test and make sure it works. And so far everything seems to be fine. Didn't see any damage internally. On the top of the case there was a tiny little ding on the corner up here, just where it was bent in slightly, but nothing major. As you can see, this thing's got two massive toroidal transformers in it, and I don't know. I'm going to have to do some testing on it to see how this is. This is my first one, and I'm just kind of starting to get into this. Now that I'm getting close to retiring, I'm going to need a hobby. So the tags on this are showing that it's 110 volt input. It just has a line 1 neutral and ground for the input, and the output is a line 1, line 2 neutral. But if you look at the circuit board internally, it's hard to see, but the output shows a earth, ground, neutral, and line for the output. So the circuit board may be repurposed from another inverter. I tested it, and it is actually outputting 220. The neutral is in the center. The line on the right side is the one leg, and the earth symbol on the left side is actually leg 2, which gives you your 220 output, which does match what they're showing on the tag right there. So I'll post some more follow-up videos on this thing whenever I get further into it, and maybe try to get a stand and do a better video. But initially, the inverter powered up fine. Voltage, everything seems to be fine, and I just had it hooked up with a previous cable from back in my aircraft electrician days that I had put together at the airport. And I do have a bank of 4 of the 314 amp hour HumSync batteries that I ordered. Got a really good deal on those. 3 of them arrived with no problem at all. This one battery did arrive. The BMS was acting funny. Cell 2 and 3 voltages were all over the place, and the Bluetooth was still communicating, but there was no output, and you could not charge the battery. It is what it is. You know, it's a $300 battery from China. They did their best to get it here. What happens, it appears, is of the 4 batteries, 3 of them were upright. This battery was actually sitting on my sidewalk upside down, so it looks like the FedEx guy transported this battery upside down, and when he dropped it, the batteries are not the cells are not potted internally, and the battery hit the top where the positive and negative cable on this end of the battery were overlapped, and the BMS wires were underneath it. It cut off cell 2 and 3's positive wire, and it also cut off the one wire to the T1 NTC temperature sensor. So the battery was showing minus 40 degrees Celsius as well. So once I opened the battery, I was able to repair the wiring, and now the BMS seems to be working fine. I've been watching it, slowly charging it, and it seems to be hanging out equal with the other batteries. I did purchase one of these small balancers as well. I realize this isn't the ideal way to do a battery bank. Ideally it would be a regular 48 volt battery, but this is all just a test. You know, back in the day I did electronics, and then like I said, I was an aircraft electrician for 26 years. So I need a hobby to stay busy, and I'm just starting out small like this piece part. And this is just going to be a backup system. Even though this inverter will take a solar input, I doubt I'll ever actually go that route. I've got an HOA here, and with permitting and everything else, it would be a nightmare, and more than likely wouldn't meet requirements to get permitted. So this is just going to be a standalone backup power supply. I'm going to put it together in a case, and it'll just be used for in outages. This will be connected with the cable to my generator inlet. if all goes well. But you know, I'll follow up on testing and let everybody know everything as I figure out this inverter. Thanks.